Hi everyone, my name is Baris Efe. I'm the manager and co-founder at Vali Berlin, the Entrepreneurship Hub at ESMT. My job is to empower entrepreneurs at our school, but also besides our school, that want to create a better tomorrow. My background is rather technical, so I studied industrial engineering, worked in the automotive sector in different R&D projects. Then I moved to Berlin again and studied my master's in management at ESMT. As a student myself at ESMT, I founded Vali as a student initiative. And after my studies, I basically decided together with ESMT to institutionalize Vali and build it as a full-time employee. Since 1.5 years, I'm here working on building a hotspot for entrepreneurship and innovation in Europe at ESMT Berlin. Vali Berlin is the Entrepreneurship Hub at ESMT. We cluster our activities into 4 categories. First and foremost, we support founders and joiners. So this means we are really building startup programs for founders, but also entrepreneurial talents that want to validate and develop a business idea further. We connect them with mentors, but also with the startup ecosystem in Berlin and help them develop their ideas. Second, we educate entrepreneurial leaders. So the Master in Innovation and Entrepreneurship is the best example of how we educate the leaders of tomorrow. So we really try to make this experiential learning experience as part of our degree programs. Third, we create an entrepreneurial culture at our university. You might know that our building has a very important history in Germany, and I think we use this building now to create an entrepreneurial culture to bring the startup ecosystem to our school and inspire and educate our students and alumni as well. And last but not least, we connect entrepreneurial stakeholders. So this means we see ESMT really as a platform between the different stakeholders in the ecosystem, between corporates and investors and startups and students, and so on and so forth. We really try to make the right connections at the right time. So that's a good question, because I was an ESMT student myself. I came to ESMT to fund my startup and validate my business idea. And it was pretty difficult to do that during the studies, right? Because there was no startup program for students and so on. And that's why I always pushed for the integration into our degree and study programs. And we have developed 3 startup programs that students can take during or next to their studies. And these 3 startup programs support from the whole life cycle of a startup. So basically starting from developing an idea and analyzing trends, especially in the sustainability area. We have developed an ideation bootcamp. Then our next program is called Summer Entrepreneurship Program. This program really helps then teams to find co-founders and also validate their ideas, but also develop their ideas. Yeah, so it's a Kickstarter program, you could tell. So someone that has the aspiration of becoming an entrepreneur can join this program, and we help them develop an idea, validate it, and also develop the first MVP. Yeah, and last but not least, we have a program called Next, and there we really accelerate nascent ventures out of all of our 2 startup programs, but also independent from them. So all ESMT students and alumni that found a startup, have a team, and the first market validation can apply to the next program. This year we have already supported more than 20 startups, 40 founders, and this number is increasing constantly. So we are very confident to really build something very insightful. Next to these 3 startup programs that I've just mentioned, we are always expanding our portfolio of activities and offers. Last week, we have just launched officially the Innova Europe 2022 challenge. And this challenge is a student challenge for sustainable development impact So students can apply with a proposal of a business idea that challenges or tackles one of the UN SDGs. So the Sustainable Development Goals defined by the United Nations. And this is a joint challenge between ESMT Berlin, Politecnico Milano, Graded School of Management, and ETHEC School. So as you can see, the three largest economies in the European Union, so Germany, Italy, and France, really coming together to find European solutions for our challenges that we have in the world. And that's why we really want to offer our students this opportunity to develop new ideas that really tackle important challenges. I think the entrepreneurship is very important to us. I think our university spirit also within the organization is very entrepreneurial. I mean, the fact that I have launched Vali during my studies together with two other colleagues at that time, and then take over the leadership of Vali shows that this is very entrepreneurial, right? So I directly, after my studies, got the chance to develop this from scratch operationally. And I mean, as the best business school in Germany, in the largest startup ecosystem in Germany and almost Europe, we basically always see us as the bridge between the two, right? So Vali is always between ESMT as a school and also the startup ecosystem in Germany and Berlin, right? And with always having this vision in mind that ESMT wants to become a hotspot for entrepreneurship and innovation, not only in Berlin, not only in Germany, but Europe. As a student myself, I always wanted to connect to the startup ecosystem. But as you can imagine, we have a very demanding curriculum at ESMT. So we have world-class research in innovation and entrepreneurship with, for example, Linus Dalander, Henry Sauermann, or Stefan Wagner, really scientists that are really well known in the team and do really important research also. But it's also important to always have the connection to what is going on actually in the world and the ecosystem, especially when you have the startup ecosystem in Berlin in front of your doors, right? So that's why I always wanted to bridge this gap. How this works in practical sense. So every student that is part of our program gets a mentor, and one of the key elements of this mentorship is that every mentor is an entrepreneur, him or herself. So these people already built companies. They went through the life cycle, the roller coaster journey, so to say, and they can really also help students to validate and develop their business ideas. So this is really important to us, that we always have this connection to the ecosystem. So that's one of the pillars. The second pillar is that we invite entrepreneurs, investors, and other players of the ecosystem constantly to our degree programs. So we always try to, when we teach our students a specific topic, let's say we talk about KPIs and scaling, then we would always invite someone that can talk about KPIs, like how they are measuring their KPIs, how they use it also to develop their companies and so on, to the class as well. So we have always the research component and the educational component that is delivered by our world-class researchers and professors. But at the same time, we also always have the opportunity, as we are in Berlin, to invite also world-class people from practice. So this is, I think, one of the key pillars that makes us so unique from other programs. For us, it's super important that we are connected to other universities, but also other players in the ecosystem. We see ESMT not as a standalone university or so. So we always had this platform thinking when we launched Vali, but also ESMT when you think about it, we do joint programs with other universities. We have really good exchange programs internationally, and we are also always connected to other stakeholders in the ecosystem. So we really want to foster this platform thinking when we push forward entrepreneurship, because if you think about it, entrepreneurship is something that you can't do alone. You need interdisciplinary teams. You need different capabilities and skills and experiences basically in a team to develop a business idea. That's my belief. I don't think that only technical teams or only business teams can work in the future. I think you will always need different disciplines and always different mindset, skills in a team. Yeah, so this is super important for us also when you think about entrepreneurship. But also when you think about innovation, that's also important. Yeah. So the more diverse teams are, obviously, the more friction you have in a team. But I think when you just have teams that consist of homogeneous groups or team players, I think this also harms its innovation potential. The Master in Innovation and Entrepreneurship is a 24-month degree program at ESMT Berlin. We basically want to offer this program to people that really want to challenge the status quo, that want to make an impact, and also want to think outside of the box. Yeah. So during that program, we will guide students to find co-founders, identify new business opportunities, implement business solutions, and also, think about innovation and entrepreneurship as a mechanism to create value. Through the 2 years of the program, we at Vali Berlin will offer our students an 18-month development process. During that process, the students can develop ideas. They can work with corporate partners, with other colleagues in their degree programs, but also outside of their degree programs, to really push forward and develop business ideas during their studies. And I think this is one of the key pillars of this program, that you can study your master's degree, but at the same time also build your business and found a startup. I think the Master in Innovation and Entrepreneurship enables students not only to develop a business idea, but also to find a business idea and identify new potential opportunities. If you think about it, there are many students that have drive and the mindset to become an entrepreneur, but they lack maybe in experience or also in the opportunity to also find a trend or speak with the right people that can help them identify the new opportunities. So that's why we also help our students in the first year to identify new opportunities, to analyze trends, to speak with different stakeholders in the ecosystem, but also with corporate partners in their industries, to identify new opportunities for potential startups and maybe also the next unicorn. So I would say that these 4 clusters, I would say I see in the potential target group of the MIE. So corporate innovators that want to develop a corporate further, or want to challenge the status quo that is within the organization. The second group are entrepreneurs that know they want to become an entrepreneur, want to found a startup, but need the skills of building a business, or want to find co-founder, analyze trends and opportunities during that time. So this is the second cluster. The third cluster of the target group are I would say venture capitalists, so who want to learn how to assess and evaluate business ideas, but also want to gain the experience of actually building something so that they can also understand the entrepreneurs. And last but not least, I would say that technical people can also definitely apply to this program, because they will learn actually how to build a business based on their technical capability. Definitely the connection to the Berlin startup ecosystem. So I think we have the unique opportunity, and this is a matter of fact, that we're located in Berlin, and this ecosystem in Berlin is probably one of the most vibrant, innovative, and inspiring ecosystems that we have in the world. And we offer our students the direct connection and link to this startup ecosystem. So just this Friday, actually, we had our ESMT demo day. And on this demo day, we had 6 startups pitching for a prize money of 5,000 euros. So this is an offer that we offer our students and alumni, where they can apply to win this prize money and also pitch in front of investors and our ecosystem. But we had also fireside chats and panel discussions with thought leaders and very experienced people. For example, we had Alexander Kuttlich, who was a member of the management board at Rocket Internet, so the venture builder behind companies such as Zalando, HelloFresh, Groupon, and so on. And what many people don't know is that Alexander was an ESMT student himself. So he is actually an ESMT alumni as well. And we talked about what role ESMT can play in the ecosystem, and what is the macroeconomic situation looking like, and how he sees also entrepreneurship in Europe going forward. So that was a super interesting conversation. But we had also the co-founder of SumUp, Mark Alexander Christer, who built basically a multi-billion-dollar company, and is also very linked with ESMT, because the first employees, or one of the first employees at SumUp, or many first employees at SumUp, were ESMT alumni. So they also built together with Mark SumUp, and that's why he also basically supports us with, for example, participating in those events. So as you can see, we really have thought leaders backing us also, which joined us on Friday at the ESMT demo day. But also, for example, Julian Teike is coming now in October, and so on. So as you can really see, we try to bring the best people to the school, but also create really the next leaders of Germany's future, and our innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem that can bring us forward at ESMT, to really educate them, give them the right skills, the right network, and the perfect basis for a successful career as an innovator or entrepreneur. So I would definitely say the connection to the startup ecosystem. Second, what is also very important, so think about B2B businesses. If you want to develop B2B business ideas, customer access is key. ESMT was founded by 25 leading companies in 2002. So we are a pretty young business school. However, having this connection obviously helps when you want to develop a B2B business, because you can use your existing connections, obviously, to offer startups early validation pilot customers. So for B2B customers, B2B businesses, it is very helpful actually to have this connection as ESMT, because we can provide them entrepreneurs, but also innovators in our programs to basically help validating the businesses. What I would like to add with regards to the MIE, so the Master in Innovation and Entrepreneurship, are the 4 programs that we offer our students to develop a business idea, identify trends, and find co-founders for. The first one is the Vali Ideation Bootcamp. And the Ideation Bootcamp enables students to basically discuss ideas, analyze trends, identify opportunities, and develop also initial solutions. Last year, we have conducted the Ideation Bootcamp on the topic of sustainability. And there we had NGOs, corporates, and other players of the ecosystem pitching ideas, pitching problems and trends in the future that are really important and students might tackle, because these are promising business opportunities, but also important problems of our society and world. Last year we had 60 students actually participating. We had a lot of ESMT students, but also students from other technical universities from all around the world, as it was a virtual program. Next year, probably this will be a physical, so in-person program, but still we want to keep it open and invite really the world to participate in this Ideation Bootcamp, but most importantly, obviously also offer our students this opportunity to find co-founders, especially when you think about technical capabilities and so on. This will be very important. The second program that I've mentioned already is the Summer Entrepreneurship program. So this program helps really talents to develop and validate business ideas, but also to find co-founders, analyze trends, identify them. And if you have identified a trend, then validate this business idea, and last but not least, also build initial solutions for it. The third program, and this is really then depending on the student, can look a little bit different. So there are two paths. The first path is when you have identified a business opportunity during the Summer Entrepreneurship program, and if you see there is a big opportunity there and you have validated that there is a problem and the solution also creates traction, customers are wanting it, then you can basically take this idea to the next program, and we help you accelerate this idea. Yeah. So this is the next program or accelerator. And the other path is if you have invalidated an idea, so to say. So you have seen there was a business opportunity, but you have not validated it. You didn't get the right feedback, and you think that you might want to experience something else before you pursue or continue your entrepreneurial journey. Or maybe something, maybe you have learned that you're not an entrepreneur, so you like to work with entrepreneur frameworks. You like to think outside of the box, challenge the status quo, but more in a corporate framework. And for this, we have developed a corporate entrepreneurship program. And in this program, you will elaborate, develop venture ideas together with corporates. So there will be, for example, an automotive company that has a huge opportunity space in front of them, but they want to not develop the venture themselves, but together with students. And these students will basically develop this venture together with corporates. They will validate the idea. They will obviously have to also collaborate with the corporate. So it's also obviously a different thing when you are between 3 co-founders or 4 co-founders, and develop an idea that you think might make sense and has obviously potential, than with the corporate. So obviously you have to deal with that as well, with this corporate framework and so on. So it's a very interesting concept, because you at the same time have the entrepreneurial experience that you are aiming for. So you learn the tools, you learn the skills and capabilities, but at the same time, you have also the corporate connections, the corporate framework behind. So you also learn how to be a corporate innovator and push really forward your agenda in the corporate. And last but not least, we have a corporate innovation project where basically a student team will consult a corporate partner. So in collaboration, obviously, also again with the corporate partner, the field of innovation. So they will basically deliver a project, analyze the corporate, and also make suggestions about how actually can a corporate be more innovative, what are the most exciting opportunities out there, and how to actually become an innovative company again, or which are the opportunities that the corporate might or should tackle. The MIE is a brilliant opportunity for talents that want to become an innovator or entrepreneur. For talents that want to tackle important challenges that we have in the world and society and really want to make an impact, that want to challenge the status quo and think outside of the box. So if you want to become a corporate innovator, an entrepreneur, a venture capitalist, or even if you're a technical person that wants to develop a business idea further, then the MIE program is for you.